Good morning and welcome to another vlog. So it's currently about 7 AM on Friday the 17th of June and we are off to the south of France for a week. So today we're just about to go get the train down to London, and then we've got a couple hours in London before we get on the Eurostar to Paris. And then we're spending the night in Paris tonight before we head on the train to the campsite where we're staying in the south of France tomorrow. So the Eurocamp that we're staying at is called Domaine de Massereau and it is just outside of Sommières in the south of France. And we are staying there for a week in like a static caravan kind of thing. So we're gonna get on our way. It's a very hot day today everywhere. I think in Stockport as we're leaving it's gonna be around 27 degrees today, and then in London I think it's nearly 30 degrees, and when we get to Paris it's gonna be 30 odd degrees there. So it's gonna be a very hot, probably very sweaty travel day. But we'll see how we get on. Hopefully all the trains have air conditioning, and we're gonna get on our way. The train was a bit delayed and then there was a problem with the reserved seats as well, but we got here in the end.
Usual affair on British trains anyway.
Yeah, so it's really hot. It feels like I've just like stepped off out into Spain or something. But yeah, we're gonna head over to St Pancras. I think, what time is it now? It's about 20 past 10. And our Eurostar doesn't leave till I think 1:30.
Yeah, so
we're gonna
get some food.
Yeah, head over to some food at St Pancras and sit down and just take it slow before we head off.
Relax and get ready for the Eurostar.
We're at St Pancras now. We just did the 10-minute walk from Euston. It's quite difficult with your suitcase, especially when it's so hot, but we made it. And we're just going to find somewhere good to eat and have a sit down and wait for our Eurostar to take us to Paris. We've just stopped to get food at Pret. We've just got like a tomato and mozzarella pastry thing, like a smoothie bowl and a green tea and peach, and Alex has got a bacon roll I think. So we had our Pret and then we just waited for the Eurostar and we're all sat on it now. We're leaving in about 10 minutes and we get on the way to Paris. I don't think I'll be able to film out the window much because there isn't one, but yeah, hopefully it's not too hot as well. I hope it was aircon because it is really warm.
Very warm today, so yeah, but on our way to Paris.
See you in Paris. We're on our way now. We've just got some Prosecco and just doing a bit of Duolingo. And Alex has got a Cosmo.
Got a Cosmo and every type of crisp you can imagine.
We got off the Eurostar and it's absolutely boiling. It's like in 30-degree heat, and then we got a taxi here. So we're at the Ibis Hotel near the Gare de Lyon train station. So we're going to quickly freshen up. It's about 6 o'clock now, and then we're going to see what we can get done in Paris before we drop, because we've been up since about 6 AM. So I don't know how much we'll manage to see, but we'll see what we can do. Just to show you as well, this is just our room. We've already made it a bit messy, and then you can see how hot it is out there. And there's just some shops and stuff out there. We're all freshened up now and we're going to head out. I think the plan is to go for some food at McDonald's, just because we don't really have time to sit down for a proper meal and it's a bit too hot too anyway. And also I looked online and they have some really good vegetarian options that we don't have in England, so I really want to try that. And then we're just going to walk about for a bit. The Eiffel Tower's about an hour walk away, so I don't think we'll manage that in this heat and also after travelling all day, but we might look at doing some public transport to get there or something. We'll just head out and see how we feel after our McDonald's. And just to show you as well, I've got my dress from Hollister on now, feeling a lot cooler, and also the main thing was getting out my trainers that I've been travelling because it is very warm outside, and we put some sun cream on, so we're all good to go. Got my McDonald's, got a goat's cheese wrap and some wavy fries, and then a Minute Maid orange as well. I'm not too sure what Alex has got. Do you want to explain?
A McFirst, whatever that is, and a McChicken, which I know what that is.
And some normal fries. Is that just Coke?
Yeah, just a Coke.
Our McDonald's, so we're all full now, and we're just walking along the River Seine to get to Notre-Dame, and just go take some photos and videos of Notre-Dame, have a nice look at it, and then see how we're feeling, see if we're tired and ready to come back or not. We're just walking to Notre-Dame and we've just come across this sort of botanical garden, so we're just taking a wander in here. The sun is absolutely boiling, so it's nice to have a bit of shade at least, even though I don't really feel like it. We're just walking to Notre-Dame and we just thought this was pretty cool. It's like a bar on a boat. Pretty cool way to spend your Friday night. Walking past this boat and it's got loads of plants on it. It's really cool. We're just coming up to Notre-Dame now. It's still got all the scaffolding on it from the fire that was about 3 years ago, and we were actually in Paris when that was happening. We were on our way to Disneyland Paris on the day that it happened. So we're here at Notre-Dame now. You can just see it behind me. Obviously it's all closed off since the fire, but you can still see it and it looks really beautiful in the sunshine. Hotel now after an absolutely amazing evening in Paris. I feel like we were only really here for one evening. We didn't have much time, but I think we got quite a lot done. We saw so much stuff and the atmosphere was just amazing with the weather being so hot. Everyone was just quite chilled out. So obviously we walked along the River Seine, is it?
Seine.
River Seine. I think I said it wrong earlier, so apologies for that. And we didn't know that that was such like a popular drinking spot, and that there was people literally just chilling, drinking down there. There was boats with bars on them.
People salsa dancing.
People salsa
having,
dancing, DJ set.
Just all along the river, just one after the other. There are these sort of little kind of like theatre looking seating areas, and everybody was having.
I hopefully got some of that on the video, so we should have put that in. But yeah, and I don't think it's like really a thing a lot of tourists would know about. We just happened to walk that way.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing I think if you live in Paris,
there's a lot of like groups of young people that seem to go there with their friends. They just buy like a pack of beers and go and sit and have a really chilled evening there. So yeah, it was really amazing to see. And then we got to Notre-Dame, and that was really amazing as well.
Yeah, particularly I really wanted to see Notre-Dame, and seeing it since obviously the fire, which I think we mentioned. We were here on the day 3 years ago that the fire happened, and I remember specifically going on the metro out towards Disneyland Paris and seeing the smoke and everything, and seeing it on the television when we got back. So it was really interesting to see kind of the progress that they've made since that happened, and how much they've been able to kind of get done, which hasn't been. I mean, it's probably more than we could see, but I think there's still a while to go yet.
Yeah. So overall, a really beautiful, amazing evening in Paris. I think it's such a lovely city.
Just the atmosphere. I think more than anything, everybody seems to be in really good spirits. The weather obviously helps
with that,
and everybody's just having a really good time, which you definitely don't see kind of the riverside parties at home, certainly not where we're from.
So it's 10 to 9 now, and even on the way back there was just people everywhere still just going about the day and having, sitting outside of cafes and restaurants. It's such a lively atmosphere even later on in the evening, which you don't really get definitely not in Stockport and not in Manchester as much.
And one thing that I really loved was we saw kind of a big French band. There were people playing the trombone and saxophone and trumpet and all sorts of things like that, and just that spirit. Everybody was having a really good time and just enjoying listening to the music, so I think there's some footage that you either will have seen or will see.
So we are very tired now, so we're gonna, I think a cold shower is definitely in order.
Absolutely.
And then get in bed, ready to travel down to the south of France tomorrow to the Eurocamp campsite we're staying at, Domaine de Massaro. So yeah, another day of travel ahead of us tomorrow. So we need to get to bed now.
Yeah.
So we will say bonsoir, good night.
Bonsoir. Yes, see you tomorrow.
Life is such a blessing, life is filled with mysteries, so explore and learn your lessons, and create some memories.